that the GDP of Nigeria is 500 billion United States dollars, and that therefore it is the biggest economy in the world. I am reminded of the words of y0ut Museveni, my friend, when he says, in a debate between dwarfs, what is the value of one dwarf saying I'm taller than the other dwarf? You are still a dwarf. This Nigeria is capable in 5 years of becoming a 3 trillion GDP economy. The fundamentals are there. Talk of human resource. And I think it is my sister, you go to anywhere in the world. Tell me, engineering, artificial intelligence, space, Nigerians. The saying goes, if you go.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing today? And I hope you are all okay. This is our broadcast. I supposed to come online before now, but one or two things delayed it. So sorry that I couldn't, I did not come online when I supposed to, because I scheduled the video to come online, but something came up that I couldn't make it immediately. Please, as you join me, don't forget to like the video, hit the like button to go through these videos together. So you hear this man, his name is, I told you that we are going to play it again because I couldn't manage the time that we when we are live in our previous broadcast. This is Lumumba, that's his name. I think he's from Kenya. So he's a professor. He's a professor, but he says something. One thing that I would like you to pay attention is this. He talked about Nigerian being found in many professions, scientists and all that and all that and all that. Actually, he's actually talking about Biafrans. Igbos and Igbo Biafrans are everywhere. But who take the glory? Nigeria. Let's just hear him. Hear him.
And if my suspicion is correct, you owe this region and this. Because if you go to any part of the world and you do not find a Nigerian, run away from there.
Start from here.
Engineering, artificial intelligence.
No. Start from here.
Nigeria.
Okay.
This Nigeria is capable in 5 years of becoming a 3 trillion GDP economy. The fundamentals are there. Talk of human resource. And I think it is my sister, you go to anywhere in the world. Tell me, engineering, artificial intelligence, space, Nigerians. The saying goes, if you go to any part of the world and you do not find a Nigerian, run away from there. Because there is nothing to be done there. It is these Nigerians who will move the country. I keep on reminding my Nigerian friends, you say you are 220 million. No, you are not. I suspect you are 300 million. And if my suspicion is correct, you owe this region and this continent the talent. When people talk about instability in Nigeria, I ask them, can you handle refugees from Nigeria? Can you? You cannot. They'll overwhelm the entire West Africa. So it is in Africans' need, genuine desire, that Nigeria remains great and becomes great. All the ingredients are there. Writing in 1983, Chinua Achebe, in his book, The Trouble with Nigeria, said that it is simply and squarely a problem of leadership. That is an African problem. And I also want to say it is also a problem of followership. Before the Esemwe started speaking, he talked about what is expected of him in the village. When you are appointed into a public office in Africa, they actually expect you to be a thief. And if you don't steal, they say you are not wise. So in the minds of many people in Africa, Abuja and Lagos are hunting grounds.
Now, why I allow this video to play this long is because we have to understand that when you talk about Nigerian being found in many, countries, and they are doing well in many fields, in many academic and all that, like he mentioned, artificial intelligence and all that, you are not, telling people the truth, because these are Biafrans, okay? These are Biafrans in Nigeria. But Nigerians take the glory that they are the one doing the. Since, ask yourself why Super Eagles stop performing, well. One of the reasons is because they started putting it, by a quota system. Not you must have presence of Northerners in Super Eagle. You must have presence of every other ethnicity, ethnic groups, and just to represent, not how good you are. Then Northerners they don't see football, they don't see sports as viable business, or they don't know how much one can make from being a sportsman. So immediately they change it. You can see how Nigerians how they are struggling to qualify for World Cup, because those days was Yorubas and Igbos. That was when Super Eagles were doing fine. Now they want to have people, footballers from Kaduna United, from Nasarawa United. All those, they just want to have. They think it's something like a national assembly, not about the talent. Anyway, let me not focus on sports. The man here talking about Nigerian is this, that he says something that, can you handle refugees? If you say Nigeria is in insecurity in Nigeria, can you handle refugees that will come from Nigerian, that if in case if anything happen or something like that? But for you not to have that, if you're afraid of refugees from Nigeria, then why are you now keep on nursing what you know that will eventually give you that refugees that we're talking about? Because if you allow Nigeria to continue the way it is going, time will come when you can't hold it anymore. You keep on patching and patching and patching and patching, knowing fully well that, well, this thing you are patching will eventually, burst. It will now explode. Once it explodes, are you sure that you'll be capable of controlling it then? Why don't you just control it now? Now you know that you can control it with explode, because you have time to plan about the refugee and all that we are talking about. There is no way you can ignore the fact that time is coming when these things will not hold. That is just the fact. So let me allow him to say one more thing, then we move to another thing while we are here, actually, because we are not here to analyze this video. You can see that I'm not talking much about it. I just made a few comments on it, because what he's saying here, most of us have listened to this video, and most of us, we are aware of what he actually wants to, the message and the mindset, because this man is, we know him as people that are championing for Pan-Africanism, that Africans, wherever Africans are, if you are black, you're an African, everyone is one and all that. But they still ignore the agenda of some people in Africa. I don't want to blame him about Fulani, because even some of us in Nigeria are still struggling to identify the ideology of Fulanis. So how much more somebody that comes from Kenya? It will take you a while for you to understand what keeps Nigeria the way it is. Some people saying that Africa, like what he said, that the continent it relies on Nigeria and all that. You actually relying on wrong thing, because Nigeria will not give Africans what you guys think you have. In fact, if you really want to have that thing that you want to have from Nigeria, then you need to divide Nigeria, so that Biafrans will be able to give you that thing that you are looking for. Oduduwa will be able to contribute and give you what that you are looking for. But bringing everybody together in one canopy, thinking that it's going to work, you are not going to get that your result. That thing you want to achieve, you can't get it. And imagine your experiment that you have done for 60 years. Is it not enough for you to try another experiment? Why must you keep on using the one specimen that is not going to give you the results?
Where they send their sons and daughters to take antelopes, which they share in the village. That thinking must change, because Service for humanity is what we must look at. And I have no doubt in my mind that Africa can do it. When I look at Africa and I look at Nigeria, I see an Africa that is capable of rising because our sons and daughters now present in the continent and even in the diaspora. You go and see the Africans in the diaspora, whether they are in Antigua and Barbuda, and my good friend here, the ambassador of Antigua and Barbuda, Wallace Williams, Trinidad and Tobago, will agree with me in that regard. You go to St. Vincent's and Grenadines, you go to Jamaica, everybody now wants to come and invest in Africa. But we must make the circumstances right. So we must improve our politics. We must make our laws enabling. We must improve our agriculture. We must
talk, no work. That is not my type. I don't. If you want to talk, make sure that you have the action to back it up. So guys, please like the video and comment and tell me where you're watching from. This is late hour broadcast. We are going to be here for some time. Okay, we are just starting. This is 11 minutes in the program, so I want you to comment. Let me know how many of us that made it, this hour to be here with us in this live broadcast. I expect you to drop your comment and I expect you to like the video. We have spent 11 minutes, close to 12 minutes, and nobody have clicked on the like button. That is very, very sad. So don't tell me that people that are watching me are from Nigerian government. That not even government, Nigerian politicians. If you are a Nigerian politician, I don't expect you to like the video because you may think that I'm trying to shut up, close your shop. But I am not. In fact, I am actually trying to help you by telling you what you need to do to make things work. Unless if you don't want things to work, then that is when you not be, that is when you can say, okay, I'm not happy with this guy. But if you really want, if you have empathy in you have human feelings, then I am your friend. Why not? I'm your friend. Tell Musa that the people he is calling to help kidnap Simon Ekpa knows the trend more than him. That's what somebody posted here. I think somebody shared this video. Let me play the.
Has not been able to protect its Christian citizens, and there are even suggestions that some officials are complicit with the violence. It's a crisis of epic proportions, and yet, what if I told you that Nigeria is now the most dangerous country in the world to be a Christian? Extremist groups like Boko Haram have declared war on believers, bombing churches and killing over 50,000 Christians over the last 14 years. That's more martyrs than any other country. Millions have fled their homes, living as refugees in overcrowded camps. The attacks keep happening with no end in sight. Overwhelmed by this, the Nigerian government has not been able to protect its Christian citizens, and there are even suggestions that some officials are complicit with the violence. It's a crisis of epic proportions, and yet it rarely makes headlines. Nigeria's persecuted Christians need our prayers, advocacy, and support now more than ever, because no one should have to risk their life to follow Jesus. If you want to learn more about the realities facing our brothers and sisters in Nigeria, keep following.
So Nigeria, this is a report from a white man, the journalist, and the report says that Nigeria is one of the. Let me drag it back so that you can see the first message here. Okay, just a bit. Let me take it a little bit. Okay, go forward. As you can see on the screen, yeah, it's better now, right? Nigeria is the most dangerous country in the world to be a Christian. Nigeria is the most dangerous country in the world to be a Christian. I just played to you what Professor Lumumba, what he said, trying to tell Nigerians their weaknesses and their the potential they have. But he forgot to mention the weaknesses, okay, because the weaknesses actually control the suppress this potential that you think you can get in Nigeria. If Nigeria, without Fulani, let's assume that everybody sat down and decided to build a country without any bias, without any hatred, no backbiting, not focusing on religion. Because sometimes in Nigeria they always use religion to do kind of you give excuse. We have seen countries that have multiple religion in them and they are functioning properly. A country like Malaysia, Indonesia, even India. India, we may say is not all that good, but at least to compare what you have in Nigeria is heaven. You understand? A country like Malaysia have multiple religion: Hindus, Buddhists, Christian, Muslim, and voodoo. You know, this traditional. They call it black magic. Then you go to Thailand. Thailand have also they don't have Muslim, but they have Christian, they have Buddhist. But their national religion is this. National religion in Malaysia is Muslim. In Indonesia is a Muslim. In India is Hindus. In Thailand is Buddhist. In China is Buddhist. It does not mean that you don't have other religions there, but one religion will reign supreme. That is when people sit down, plan on how to run a country. Then in Nigeria, they will tell you Christian 50, or some of them, they will say Christian 50 and Muslim 50. Then some Christian will say, okay, we are 50-50, okay, no problem. But the constitution and everything have thick Muslim to be supreme. National religion in Nigeria is a Muslim. They will not turn to deceive you because they want to keep you incommunicado. That you think that you are part and parcel of this thing, but in the natural sense, you are not. You can see the lies. So when you wake up and say, oh, look, what is going on here? I thought my Christianity is have a room here. They will shut you down. They will keep going because they want you to be in the. Why they want you to be in the country? Because of the oil, because of your natural resources, not because they love you. But other countries that have one of these two religions, one of these religions as top, they will still allow other ones to practice, their own religion. But number one religion is this or this is this and that. Like I said, in Malaysia is Muslim, in Indonesia is Muslim, in Thailand is Buddhist, in China is Buddhist, in Philippines is a Christian. You can see. So every country have one religion they focus on. What is the religion that Nigeria focus on? Pastors will tell you that Nigeria is 50-50, is a secular state. No, it's not. That is why we try to live our life as we are, as our religion is number one, whereas it's not. So people that knows that religion is number one, they have proved to you many times that your religion is not. You keep on acting as if you are ignorant of what is happening to you, but the truth is that it is very, very clear that your religion has nothing to do with what they want to what they're doing. In Naira, there's an Arabic word written boldly in your Naira. Then you go to your constitution. Okay, Muslim word is mentioned there. No Christian, no Jesus, no whatever. Then you come to your political appointments, political appointees and all that. They're first normal Muslim. There are some things you cannot do as a Christian in Nigeria, in Nigerian politics, but Muslim will tell you that that is why, ask anybody that lives in the north, and that have lived in the north, what Northerners normally say, that the country belongs to them. Not that they fight for the independence and got it, no. Not that, but they'll deceive your own representative, make them to believe that they are part and parcel of the system, but they are not. So guys, I put your comment. Let me know how many of us that are watching live. Like I said, I expect you to like the video, unless you are watching from Asorok. Then if you're watching from Asorok, I'm not expecting you to like the video though. So this is what is going on in Nigeria. Muslims ndị Ogbunigwe wakporo ụlọụka, okay, in Plateau State, Nigeria, while why the military looks away. Now, why do they look away? Because the number one religion in the country is Muslim. Military wing, political arms of government, all of them has been painted Muslim, Muslim, Muslim. How many of you remember one Indian Muslim cleric that went to Nigeria that took a picture with some Nigerian Air Force staffs and targets Muslim, Nigerian, was it Muslim Air Force or something in Nigeria? A kind of chilling with my Muslim Air Force brothers in Nigeria, something like that. Boldly, that's because the people that own the government have, told him that here this country is the Muslim country. Everything about Islam is here. To prove to you that it is true, they keep on attacking your church to create fear in you. So they don't need to bring you to the round table and start telling you that, look, this country, we want to build it this way. No, they know that if they say that, you want to do garagara, do stubborn. But they know how to rub your head, rub your head and pinch your back. Rub your head. Why rubbing your head? They're searching you. Diana is here. Diana, good morning to you. And you said good morning, Kai report, and everyone on the program. Thank you so much, Diana. I see you. Please like the video as well. God bless you. So Diana is the only person that have made a comment. And like I said, I am not expecting people that are watching from Azarok to like or comment. Okay. In fact, you can also do otherwise. You know what I mean by otherwise? You can also dislike. So some people would like, some people would dislike. But why we are here is not about that. We are here to discuss something. But if you want to support the program, these are one of the ways is to like the video, and your engagement matters a lot. What you are seeing here is what is real, not fake. Army will never go after their own religious army. What you hear about bandits and Boko Haram, these are religious army. And it's only you that call them terrorists because they are fighting for their religion. So you that are still waiting to make it work and Nigeria might love continue. Imagine Christians, very, very funny. Do you know that this new national anthem that they brought now, Christians in Southeast and South are busy learning it. I watched a Y show where he said that anybody that will recite that new national anthem, he will give the person 2 million. People were searching and learning it by force. This is a way of focusing on irrelevant thing just to make a name. While we are busy learning the national anthem, the Fulanis are busy ruling you. So your own job is to recite the national anthem. Their own job is to rule you. Buhari cannot even recite the old one. You see the old national anthem, but they have ruled you for 8 years. He can't even recite the old one because it doesn't matter. It is just a formality. What matters is who said what will happen, who passed law. You understand? Tinubu couldn't recite this own one. It doesn't matter. Shetima cannot, of course. But you see people fell in. They'll be giving you scores in school. That you have passed the exam. You will have to national anthem. It will be coming out in the question. That is a question in your school, objective question, that kind of thing. The correct answer, they will be twisting it for you to choose the correct one, just to force you to start learning it. Whereas in the north, is omitted. Nobody cares because they know the country is their main army and the main concern is religious one. What you are doing is just to deceive you. If oil dry up today in Nigeria will break up once because the people that own that is holding the country, they know why they're there. Their eyes is on the ball. The man is Hamas commander. No, not the Hamas commander. I'm talking about the Indian one. I think that's Indian Malaysian. I think he's Indian Malaysian or something like that. That always where he always puts a white cap on his head. I forgot. I don't know where. I think that picture should be on my Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. It should be on my Facebook. But I don't have time to start searching for it now. So let's move to another thing. Let me see if this.
He's been appointed the 3-year-old man somewhere to be chairman.
Okay, this is some that somebody somebody posted this thing and said, throw back to Tinubu's mocking an 83 years old man. Now he himself is old and fallen down, disgracing himself, and you don't want us to emulate Tinubu. No. We must do like your APC president, because his followers are not happy that people are talking, about him falling down and all that. Even Reno Mokri, all of them, they are not happy. I'm not here to talk about his falling down and all that, because I don't think it's necessary for me to start mocking him. But the video here shows that Tinubu himself don't even support an old person to be in political office. Then when he think he will not, he never, get old. But now he's the one telling you that he's a dancing buga, that he did not fall down. He did not fall down. He was dancing buga, and what again that he said? Shaku shaku. Is it shaku shaku or whatever? This guy, this man is very fun. Now let's hear him. Actually, hold on.
The present president is a very young man, but he's been appointed the 3-year-old man somewhere to be chairman, not just of all of Rosti, but of a post authority where highly articulated modern 21st century information technology needed, where the man cannot identify the keyboard. The present president is a very young man.
That is it. And let me bring to you this. Many people don't understand the problem of those Igbo people, that say they're not Igbo. Identity crisis. I will not read the caption, because let's focus on the video. This lady here is an American from Anambra, and this one is from Abo. Both of them are having a chat, and this lady from Abo, Ebube is her name, insisted that she's not an Igbo person. Okay, this girl was not happy with it. She was not happy with it. But one thing you need to understand is that something happened that made these people to say what they're saying. And if you want to trace it back, you have to trace it back to the time of slave trade and all that, of which Igbo people are shying away from discussing it now. Because, truth be told, in our place today, some people are still practicing that barbaric, archaic system, even today. Within Igbo people. Could you believe that some people are still questioning people? Where are you from? Are you this? Are you that? If you want to get married, if you say this, Igbo people don't know. Even some of us that are watching the program will not like to comment on that, but because we know that it's still existing in our midst. So these people, I was told, they are one of the victims, even the Inquire guys and all that. But this video is not about talking about slavery and all that. Okay, so I will not go in detail to discuss it. I will just play the video, maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes, then we'll move forward. Just hear this.
People there, we know people there. I don't believe. Or you don't believe say people there. Ebu, Diana, you say people there, we don't believe say people there. Say, well, remove me.
I'm Nigeria.
Wait, let's start from here.
Are you in Nigeria?
I'm from Delta State. I'm Nigeria.
Delta State. What part of Delta are you from?
Abo.
So you are Igbo girl, sir. You are Igbo girl now.
No, not girl.
Igbo now. You are Igbo girl. They hear Igbo now, she.
No, not all.
You know they hear Igbo, but they hear Igbo. And when they answer Igbo now, you say you know Igbo person. They want me.
Henry, I see you, Henry.
You know what media? You know what?
not?
If I say Bia, waiting be Bia.
Come.
Now, so if they hear you, they tell me, no people person. If I was you, you go understand your roots. No be say you be Igbo person from Abo. Me, I be Igbo person from Anambra. You don't know before. Say Igbo. Tata Marvins. My friend say, I ask you something. Say, what's your real name? You're like,
Miracle.
Miracle. You don't get any traditional name like native name.
Okay.
So they answer, hey, God. We don't suffer. So they answer, and he said, no, you are not Igbo, you are Abo. Hey, I don't die with that. Like, I don't die.
Okay, that is it. That is it for now. Let's move forward. Because like I said, I don't want to talk. If I can spend a lot of time discussing about this thing, but that's not what we are here for. We are heading somewhere. That's not what we are here for. And for those of them that are saying PM is destroying Nigeria and that Nigerian economy of Southeast is this and that, is PM the one that make Guinness to announce they are leaving? I just want you to listen to this video. It's a short one. I think 2 minutes, some seconds, maybe 50 seconds.
Naira between March 2020, July 2020. Guinness announces plans to leave Nigeria after 75 years. Hey, guys, this is no longer funny. Companies are shutting down and leaving Nigeria. Today, Guinness, the Guinness beer with they drink, say that they are leaving Nigeria after 75 years. They say that they have lost approximately 62 billion naira between March 2020, July 2023.
Not because of sit at home, so understand. Not because of sit at home in Southeast, because the agenda is that you are destroying Igbo people. You are destroying your business. Who is destroying the business of other companies in other states? Can we go and hold those ones responsible? Can we go and hold those ones responsible? In the US, you are destroying your business. Our people are suffering. Our people are crying, as if you love your people. The agenda is because you don't want PM to be, you don't want his name to be heard. That you love what he's doing, but deep down your mind, this guy, you should not allow him to continue doing what he's doing. I wish I will be the one that they are discussing my name in National Assembly. They're hungry them, but the strength is not there. I'm not March
2024, just few months after Tinubu emerges office, they say that they lost 62 billion naira after Tinubu, floated a currency or floated naira to unify the currency or whatever. And now they want to share their shares. They want to sell their shares to Singapore. Wow. I don't really understand. It's like a builder of Lagos don't find scatter Nigeria. Like, Nigeria is in a great mess. Like, it's a great mess. More hardship are coming. Just imagine the company, Microsoft, yes, has left. More than 4 companies has left now. And the same.
And all these companies are not operating in Southeast officially, like they don't have their headquarters in any part of Southeast. All of them are elsewhere, yet they always tell you once you see them on social media, on their media, on their news, the Southeast economy have lost this. People couldn't go to market. People go to do anything. None of them will discuss why companies are leaving. Companies in Abuja, companies in Lagos are leaving the country. None of them want to talk about it, but for some of us who don't pay attention, our brothers and sisters don't pay attention to the ingredient of why Nigeria is shaking. They don't want to pay attention to those things. They want to focus on what did Simon Ekpa say? Oh, what did he do? Every negative things, bring it to Simon Ekpa. Okay? But the main problem of the economy, that even hammering them here and there, hammering them everywhere, nobody want to talk about it. Our people are known for business. How could you just sit somewhere in Europe and be giving order that people should not go anywhere? Jide and Co. Jide will never discuss about these top companies. 75 years in Nigeria, 75 years of Guinness operation in Nigeria. They have been there operating in Nigeria for 75 good years. That means they have been there before the independence. But now Tinubu say, okay, let me shake the table. They are running away. I don't even know that Microsoft have left. If not because of this video that this lady made here, I don't even know. So many companies that have left without saying it, they are voicing out. They left quietly because they don't want to drag federal government or making you feel, oh, let us go and protest. They just go to Ghana. Why? Because in case if Nigerian, if things change, they can come back and federal government will say, okay, we are going to give you license because after all, when you go, you do not cause problem. You see, maybe Guinness, they will maybe drag Guinness if Guinness wants to come back, which I don't think he's going to, because there's no hope of coming back. Guinness as an experienced company, they must have seen that, look, there's no way of coming back. That's why they boldly announce it so that people will know that they did not just disappear. There's a reason why they go. Samson, I see you. You and Henry, I see you guys. Thank you so much. Please like the video. Like the video.
They are traveling around the world to get people for investment. We haven't seen any investment yet. Those who invested already are leaving, shutting down and leaving, and they're not doing anything. What are these people's priority? Does it mean that we are not their priority? What are their priority? What are their aim? This country, is really collapsing. What is happening? A lot is happening. The price of this, the inflation, everything is really inflated. And Nigerians are keeping quiet. Anyway, that's why we deserve this kind of people. We don't speak. We all keep quiet and feel like, okay, it's okay, everything is okay, everything is normal, everything is just running his or her activities. And
it will go to a state that if you don't have any brother or sister relative in abroad, you'll be facing kwashoko. You see that kwashoko they gave to Biafran children in the past. Maybe that kwashoko may be knocking at some people's door because things are not going to be easy next 3-4 years. If you continue this way, which of course I don't see. Mention one time that Nigerian, things started in Nigerians all of a sudden disappear. They will increase it. Just imagine the level of insecurity, insurgency they called it during the time of Goodluck, and Goodluck manages from insurgency to then hand it over to Buhari. Buhari modernize it to banditry and Boko Haram. Then today you are now hearing this swab and many 7 terrorist groups, which can't even mention their names, and all of them are affiliated to one another. and they're answerable to one group of people, and those people that are answerable to are the one piloting the affairs of the country. Then you saw. So I hope you have seen. Some of you have seen a video of one Northerners. Armstrong, I see you, my brother. Good evening to you. Nice to have you on this program. Thank you so much for your time. So, I believe you have seen a video of a Northerner saying that why would Tinubu be building road from Lagos to Calabar? That they should spend that on arms, because once they order these arms and Tokena jet and all that, they will hand it over to people that are religious army. They call the bandits and the Boko Haram and all that. These are religious army, sponsored by the same people that told you that they are cut for Nigerian army, using Nigerian army to bring down your own youth, giving them form for recruitment and buy them on the process. In the same country, a country that refuses to use CCTV where it matters. No, they only want to everything manual because they know that's how they this their religion and everything is all about manual. All of them. That's why no country in Africa that how you can say, okay, they are built and their country, they build everything because of their religion is very, very sound. Whether Christian or Muslim, all of them, they are still feeding from hands to mouth.
Moving on, while Nigeria is collapsing, in fact, in our own eyes. Nigeria is collapsing, companies are leaving. Do you know thousands of workers that will be out on the streets if Guinness disappear, if Guinness shut down? Do you know thousands of workers that will be out on the streets? The builder of Lagos don't finally scatter this country.
So this is why we are here actually. This is the main news. Okay, that they are still discussing on how to, they say repatriate, but to me it's a kidnap. And they all sometimes they say they interrupt, arrest, or bring him to for trial and all that, as if. But some of them are getting sense. Some of them are getting sense, and I know they are doing everything possible to do that. I don't know if you are going to start with this one, or let's start with this main news. All right, let's start. So here is the news. I want us to listen to it, together. Let's start from here. Before then, let me make it clear that this news, I'm playing it from PM Twitter, in case for some of you that would like to watch it later, or if you have not followed PM, you are doing yourself. Did he just say Biafran government in exile, or is that the beginning? Anyway, PM laughed. Now let's continue.
Biafran government in exile is in the eye of the storm as we speak. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has accused the Finnish government.
So this man have break the egg, because they have been trying to avoid this Biafran government in exile for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. So just like Nigerian army was avoiding mentioning ESN, they always use a terrorist, IPOB terrorist group, until they kidnap him. So God forbid, they kidnap Master American. Okay? Immediately they kidnap Master American, they started using the word ESN. Because of what? They noticed that the Biafran Liberation Army is on board. So now all the writers, if they want to say that if Biafran Liberation Army, make them to sweat, they will say ESN. And another thing is that they don't even, the is it BLA? That's the Innocent Organ Group. If they stay small, they will rush to to Innocent Organ camp, and they go there and wreck that place. They say that the Biafran Army, they went to Biafran ESN somewhere. It's not that they're ignorant of this name, so they are aware of all the other things. Because if you have followed me in the past, there was a video I questioned the presence of God, Innocent Orji, what he does. Why is it that they're not going after him? I did not know that he is the one that, if they stay small, maybe if the Biafran army chase them away from or look from any part of Biafran land, they'll quickly rush to Innocent Orji's boys, and they go there and seize, machete and then gun and everything. They will bring it out and take a picture. Then DOS will be, you see, my boys, you see, my boys. This is not, has nothing to do with the Biafran Liberation Army. You understand? We have forgotten that we have other groups that are very, very quiet in terms of their operation. They are not on social media. They're not active on social media. So people don't even discuss them. So when these people go to them because they are vulnerable, they are very good at going to...
announces plans to leave Nigeria.
They are very good at going to people that will not stress them. That's what they... So sometimes I use what they're doing in South is to compare what they'll be doing in the North, because I don't think that these people are actually facing Boko Haram, to be honest with you, because the way they drive joy in going to somebody that is sleeping to wake that person up and arrest in the name they have captured a hardened criminal. You'll be on your bed sleeping. They will knock on your door. You don't oppose any threat to them, but they would like to go. Those ones, they know that you oppose threat to them, they'll be running with running for 440 from that angle. Let's just start from, because when he said Biafran government in exile, that's a starting point. Like what PM said, is that the beginning? It is the beginning, and next thing we follow Biafran liberation. It's a matter of time. You can't avoid it. That's not the fact.
The European Union, the Biafran government in exile, is in the eye of the storm as we speak. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has accused the Finnish government and the European Union of shielding the self-acclaimed Prime Minister of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Festival General has called for the arrest and extradition of Simon Ekpa to the country. The disquiet in southeast Nigeria is believed to be provoked by the Finland-based for once we are zeroing in on Simon Ekpa.
But this is not the first time. This is not the first time Chief of Defense has spoken like that. This is not the first time that the high-ranking official of the Nigerian government has spoken like that. You have to look at the fact that Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland. So that, serves as a kind of a hindrance to his extradition. Yes, but the Chief of Defense has said something interesting, that if it was the other way around and Simon Ekpa was in Nigeria, would the government of Finland and the European Union allow such to exist? Well, it's about balance of interests, balance of strategic interests.
That is why, like I've said in the past, the comparison is very, very funny. I watched the video where he made that statement. If Simon Ekpa is in Nigeria and causing problem in his word in Finland or in any European country, will the European Union allow that? But there's no. You forgot that they will not. The European Union will not even allow Master to be, in detention for no just reason, the way you have made it to be. So that is it, because it's a two different thing. Excuse me. Let me allow it. I will be right back. Let's keep on listening to this.
In pushing our foreign policy, we must do it in such a way that we command respect. We continue to command respect in the Committee of Nations. Otherwise, you will even see. Look at small nations, the way they treat Nigerians. Nations Nigeria used to send aid to, even pay salaries of their workers and do things for, even send soldiers to go and fight wars or to go and put down. Look at how they treat Nigerians. No respect for Nigerians anywhere around the world. Many Nigerians in prison around the world. Also,
when I said earlier on, quoting Warren Buffett, a reputation built over 20 years can be lost in 5 minutes.
Yes. So
she was wondering if it is 1 minute.
It may just be even a few seconds. So now government has to look at ways of sustaining pressure on Finland and on the European Union to help in dealing with this. Yes, you're talking about human rights, you respect human rights, no doubt about that. But you see, your own rights stop where the right to swing your hand stops where the other man's nose again. So we must look at it in such a way. There must be a robust engagement on this issue so that we state it clearly that Nigeria is not happy and comfortable with the activities of this individual. And it should not just.
So with that, the activities of Biafra government in exile, Nigerians don't even. Do you remember when Master started newly? They don't want to mention Biafra. There was a time they are avoiding mention the name of Biafra in their stations, let alone writing it boldly. Now, not only it's a gradual process, to be honest with you. And one thing they should understand is that in this time, in this age we are, we can learn from what happened to other people. So to me, it's not about being stubborn or being, doing strong head, that you cannot do it. You can. Sometimes you need to understand that things are changing. You cannot use the tactics you used in 1960s, 1970s, in this 2020, in 20th century to, navigate your way out from something, from your responsibilities. It's not working. It can't work. And you don't need to deceive yourself that it will work. It have never worked. That's not the fact. All this, hide and seek will not help anybody. Because I believe that if this problem that you guys are trying to solve, if you can tell yourself the truth, it is it is solvable. It is solvable in the sense that you allow that thing that is that is hungering you. You are very eager to take people's land and conquer them. In this age, in that age of time, it's not working now. Just take it out from your mind. It's not, you can't succeed on that. Just take it out and focus on how to build yourself and build your place.
the chief of defense staff appearing on channels, on a TV channel and saying these things, and then after that, everybody goes back to the daily run. The Minister of Foreign Affairs must make it a priority, And
if I am Tinubu, I will make anybody that say Minister of Foreign Affairs I will make you that Minister of Foreign Affairs. So you can do it yourself and see how it is. You think, because you don't know the meaning of government in exile, you don't even know the job, you don't even know, it's not about, oh, okay, Finnish government must do this and do that for you. You know what?
Robustly, so that there should be robust engagement with these people, so to tell them that these things are not acceptable, and then we make sure that it is sustained, it is consistent, and of course you can achieve a lot with it. Then again, in terms of technology, this fellow is using technology, in spreading these messages. So why can't you use counter technology? Okay. Can't you use technology also to counter him? Yes, you cannot just sit helplessly.
Please, I don't understand. Somebody should explain to us what do you think that he's talking about? That PM is using technology to spread his message. Then why can't you use technology to counter him? Are you trying to? I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
75 years.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about hacking him or what?
This is no longer.
Let me pause the video.
Companies are shutting.
Let me pause it because it's distracting this one.
There must be certain things you can, which of course I praise the military, what they are doing. They're really trying here and there. The security services are trying, but there must also be countermeasures you can take using technology to make sure you cut funding. If there is funding from wherever place to wherever place, then using technology to cut off communication.
These people really believe that one agency or one government is funding Biafra. They really believe that. So they shock them. Owner of the land know themselves. The land know themselves, know the owner. What I'm trying to say is, you can imagine just little contribution that Biafrans are contributing. You can see how far the money can go. Compare it with how the money that you guys are squandering in the name of ruling Nigeria, and that's what you want to everybody to, help bend in this your ideology and your system. If you're not going to shop.
Communication.
Son, I see you. I see your comments. Thank you.
Simon Ekpa would want to sweep the rug under the feet of Nnamdi Kanu.
Of course, when there is, nature abhors a vacuum. The repatriation of Nnamdi Kanu, and the arrest, open the door to all kinds of people. Now franchise holders, calling themselves all kinds of names and taking advantage of the situation. But Nnamdi Kanu himself said, yes, I'm not happy about the security situation in the Southeast. Release me and I will assist you in quelling the security situation. That's why I've called for a political solution to his matter. So that you can release him and then let him work with government to deal with this security situation. Now,
you see why I hate Nigerian media. Read what I put here. Okay, CDS, that is the army chief. Okay, says that accuses Finland of shedding Ekpa, calls for his arrest. Okay, did you arrest Masnamakan or kidnap him? That's no question number one. Secondly, are you saying that he's shedding Finland and shedding someone? Who is shedding bandit? In your own country, who are you shedding? Are you shedding Boko Haram or not? Are you shedding ASWAP? Are you shedding bandits or not? Are you shedding Fulani herdsmen or not? Most of these people here that are writing, even the one that are writing this, I'm sure you are not a Fulani. You are maybe a Christian, but out of your myopic life and your myopic nature, you cannot see the handwriting on the wall. You only want to $80 if you are working if you opportune a month. How much are you getting? How much are they making? But once they want to put headline, they will be deceiving people. People who are doing their business and maybe they come back from their shop and they sit down on their cushion, to watch TV. You'll be watching this kind of thing. They will go with an idea of if Simon Ekpa is a bad person that is hiding in Finland, and Finland is shedding him and making him to destroy our motherland, because they also call Nigeria a motherland. I don't know how Nigeria become a motherland. How many mother Nigeria? A motherland of Igbo, a motherland of Fulani, a motherland of Hausa, a motherland of Yoruba land. The motherland of Yoruba land is different from motherland of Igbo land. If you say Mother Africa, I can go with that. But when you say motherland of Nigeria, to me is laughable, because Nigerian as a country don't have mother. It's not a motherland, because this Nigerian have two. Okay, maybe motherland should be Florashaw. That should be the motherland. Anyway, let's move to another thing, please. Let me allow him to say what he wants to say before we move to other things.
The environment is secure. We can hold conversations around issues, issues of, whatever areas. We can hold conversations around those issues, and we will.
Just bear with me, I'll be right back.
But keeping in there and saying that you are fighting someone else, no, you are burning two ends of the candle. It can work.
Okay, Ibn Abo, you can't ignore Simon Ekpa in the equation.
There are many ways to go around this. We have to be realistic. Do we have any form of extradition treaty with Finland? You don't ask for what you don't.
Not there.
I mean, do you have any kind of treaty in that regards? Now, let me leave that. I'm looking at the whole of the southeastern region. We have about 5 states. We have Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo states. These governors should come together. Because let's assume that you are even an independent state, you are a sovereign nation, and you are having these issues. How do you solve it?
All right, Ibn Abo, but you think that extraditing Simon Ekpa, he will go some way of dousing tension?
I'm not too sure about that. What happened when Nnamdi Kanu was brought to Nigeria? Was there any form of abatement to the activities of the IPOB? So that is not the solution. The solution is to start from within. Let the governors come around. They are your people. What can you do? Where are they? Are they dropping from the sky? We should look for solutions within ourselves. Yes, given Mr. President is the chief of commander-in-chief of the armed forces and military. But if you have come up with a solution, then you can now discuss with the president and even call on other governors to work hand in hand, because these states are bounded by other states. So you work hand in hand, and then when you work like that, when you are beginning to see some positive, responses or results, then you can begin to look at other things to be done. But for now, you can't just be sitting we are like sitting ducks, and anyone can just throw anything at us. It is not right. We have to take the bull by the horn. Bringing Finland, sending Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria cannot solve the problem. Somebody else will come up.
People from another country.
Yes. So is that a solution, please?
So the whole thing sounds like business to you, right?
You see, the lady is the only person making sense here. That you can't solve the problem. So for you to know that how poor these people are when it comes to decision making. You want to make a decision that we think that you solve the problem. You tried to kidnap Azanakan, you succeeded. All right. And what happened? Today you are regretting why you made that move. In fact, I'm sure they are just shy to release Mazamanakan, because kidnapping Mazamanakan have actually damaged many things than doing good to them. Because if Master Khan is still here, PM will not, Biafran government may not have been, achieved. That's not the fact, because DOS political pressure group wouldn't have allowed him to do that. They will be telling him, Maz, time will come, every work and go, Maz. Then after that, they felt that it is time to cash out. They did what they did. So I don't want to tag anybody, but you understand what I'm saying. Whoever that is responsible, you know yourself. Then let's what this lady said is something very, very interesting, because if you want to solve the problem, if you kidnap this one, another one will emerge. So it's about discussing the problem, not about force. And many people have advised them, but they don't want to. Of course, people that that enjoy their life, everything. As a president, the only thing that left for Tinubu now is to see God one-on-one, like handshake with the God. That's everything is working. Everything is working perfectly. This guy mentality is very, very poor and don't understand how international policy law works. All of them, not only this guy, many of them want to make contribution on an issue that they don't have no idea of what it takes. Even the law of European Union, they don't pay attention to it, let alone international law or human rights law, or what chances or immune that covers government in exile as a government in exile in particular. That is why to bear arm is allowed as a government, but group you cannot. There are some arms you cannot acquire. Do you know that Biafran government in Israel have right now to buy aircraft like war jet and all that? They have the right. But if IPOB as an organization don't have the right to do that. No country will sell it to you. But now Biafran can acquire it. The only thing that holding Biafran is money, not the right. And so imagine somebody that the whole world knows that he possesses this right, and that is the person that you are calling for his kidnap. For you to know, for you to see the level of Nigerian government and the mentality. These are graduate and professor and this, giving themselves title among themselves in the name of certificates.
Yes. Well, didn't we see when there was agitation in Niger Delta? The names you were hearing then, did anybody ever come out to tell you, I am not so person, I'm sorry, you see, when you allow situations to degenerate, even you may even find out that you may even have rogue elements in the security services who will be aiding people fighting against the state. It happens. AKA fifth columnist. Yes, it happens. Then you have people for different reasons, who are just doing things, engaging in criminal activities, and then everything is stacked around one name. The issue.
Peter Obi says something that's the only comment that he have made ever since he started campaigning for Nigerian president, that I agree with him. That Yahoo boys, I'm saying, making this comment because of what he said, that these criminal activities, engaging in criminal activities and all that. When a criminal will sit down and start judging or tagging other people a criminal, that if may be gone. A criminal will sit down and start naming other people criminal. You understand? Peter said that the money that Yahoo people make in a year is not up to what politicians steal in a day. So between these two, mathematically, who is the criminal? Who do you think that is hardened criminal between these two?
For me, is this: get Nnamdi Kanu released, find a political solution to his situation, and then work with him and governors, religious leaders, traditional rulers, political leaders, work with them to find a solution. And one other problem is that there are a number of villages that are deserted in the southeast. I traveled through some recently. I told you I ran into unknown gunmen at a point. So there's deserted, completely deserted. And these people have run to different areas, displaced from their natural areas of residence. How do you deal with those ones? So we must take deliberate measures to solve the insecurity situation. Everything must not be done with force.
What's on the front?
Okay. I think this lady here have actually transferred some senses to you. You were telling us how to work and make sure that you engage Finland and engage. I think the lady here, the comment that she made, at least have maybe turned your own senses on, which is good. Which is good.
Would be a political solution to the whole.
Yes, to the Kanu's issue. Find a political solution.
And then, so you watch if people like Simon Ekpa will still be relevant.
Well, how would they be? Who would they be talking to? When the arrowhead is out of detention and he has said it openly that he is willing to, put in effort to resolve the security situation. Why not give him a chance? Find a way around it. You see, it is when government doesn't want to act that they start making excuses. No, there can be a political solution, there can be this. But you've had cases where you found a political solution. You've had cases where government discontinued prosecution. So the point is that don't pretend as if your hands are tied. You cannot find solution because you are losing
sometimes when hands are tied, you're wondering if it's to the front or to the back.
In this situation, there's no tying of hands.
Okay.
You just have to be deliberate and intentional about it. I mean, the solution is here. Let us take it. Nnamdi Kanu came up and made a suggestion. What are you doing with it?
Well, if, in obedience to what the army chief is saying, Simon Ekpa is don't lose, something will give.
It is because, you see, if it is because Nnamdi is not free yet, once the boss comes out, you just said it, Arrowhead is the one. Once he is out, the people will listen to him. And then with the collaboration of all of the governors and all hands on deck.
Many people.
Yes, all hands on deck, there will be solution. Have you forgotten what happened in the Northeast? Eventually.
Gentlemen, I hear we must begin to wrap, but not before thanking both of you. Many thanks for your time.
Always a pleasure.
So let's move to another thing. We are not here for your thanks. Now I think I have not watched this video, to be honest with you, and PM shared it, but I know this face. This lady always choose to go at the wrong side of any conversation. I know her face. She's working in somewhere in FM. Before then, let's read the comment from PM. Then after this will be the last video, I think, because we have other things, but I think we have run out of time because this is 1 hour 8 minutes on the program. So we are going to start closing the whole thing. And the journalist in Nigeria, the journalists in Nigeria deliberately misleading their gullible listeners. This is how an average Nigerian engages in fraud. Have you ever seen where I claim I am IPOB Prime Minister? Upon all the media reportage about the Biafran Republic government in exile, these criminals in Nigerian media continue to call IPOB Prime Minister.
Well, let's take a listen to him.
Just hold on.
Of Defense Staff actually made a statement yesterday evening. General Christopher Musa, he vowed that Simon Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, must be arrested and prosecuted.
Chris M, I see your comment. I'm reading your comment. Okay, it's not as if I'm not seeing what you're saying. I'm going through it, but I'm trying to rush the program. I hope you understand me. Please don't be offended if I do not mention your name. Let's continue.
The Chief of Defense Staff accused Finland of shielding Simon Ekpa. He decried the activities of IPOB in the southeast, demanding the arrest and prosecution of Ekpa. The CDS called on the Nigerian government to take a decisive action, including exploring diplomatic options to curb the menace of the factional leader of IPOB. He said, and I quote, "We have repeatedly complained about the issue of Simon Ekpa. He is in Finland and the Finnish government is giving him all the..."
Do you know why they called this the factional leader is because of utterances of a Jofo and DOS. So they have made it clear they're trying to deviate or segregate these two people, which is somehow good, so that we will not, allow, they will not, those guys will not allow, they will not use that, the name of Biafra Community in Israel to their political negotiation. Because in the past, when you talked about anybody that want to, present himself as a Biafran, you'll be regarded as IPOB. But they have made it clear that PM is not part of their IPOB. In fact, before you become IPOB, you have to take an oath in their presence. Where they take the oath, we don't know. But you say the indigenous people of Biafra, so meaning that people that come from that region are automatically Biafran. But they insisted on that anybody you have to take oaths. Without taking oaths, which PM have done that, but they refuse that. In fact, there's a lot of story. They have cooked up a lot of stories. What I'm trying to say is that this factional leader, factional this, factional of IPOB, factional of this, is what Ejiofor and DOS have succeeded in doing, because they keep on saying that Ekpa is not part of them. Even the family of Masan Makano also, they have also denied them opportunity as well.
What he's doing, the comments he's making.
So when you hear them saying factional leader, they are saying it on purpose, because they know that they thought that, say, by so doing, people will not, Biafran community will not gain momentum. But Biafrans we are not weak. What they forgot is that we also have brain. People have brain. Today, what they wish PM and Biafran community is now what them themselves are facing: loneliness, dryness, and stranded. That's what they are. To me, what I normally call them is those stranded people, because that's what they are stranded, to be honest with you. As long as the Biafran is concerned, they are stranded. Happy Ume, thank you for all you're doing. You said this Musa person is using Simon to distract the killings in the north. You cannot, because people are also filming what is going on in the north. That's not the fact. He cannot succeed on that. Why? I think he's not doing it on purpose. The heat is much on him. The heat is much. Do you know the kind of report that he normally gets? Like I said, maybe you just joined the program, because I made mention that once they faced BLA and they did not find it funny, they will quickly rush to innocent Oji group called BLA. They go there and start. They will say they wreck their camp, and they took a picture just to make Nigerians and people that don't know who they actually went to their camp to feel, we are trying, we are getting them. Imagine after wrecking innocent Oji's camp and you come to mock PM for wrecking innocent Oji camp. Is that not madness? That's madness. You went to, for example, you arrested somebody in Bini. Then you drove down to Onitsha, start laughing at the Onitsha people that I deal with you people. But what you've done is in somewhere in Benin, not in Onitsha. But you are here in Onitsha trying to mock Onitsha people. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That's what they're doing. You just went to BLA camp, and probably, I don't know what they are doing in the camp. I will not say that they defeated them or did not defeat, but they come when you see them, taking pictures and dagger and all those things, some flags and some them gun and all those things. They took it from BLA camp, not Biafran Liberation Army. Some of us don't know this. If it, like the one I saw, the one they posted, there sometimes you see a Nokia touch, Nokia 310, and there's some three battery touch, that kind of some funny thing that look like a hunter. They will bring it out and take a picture of it, and with the red clothes and all that, they say charm and all that. Then after that, they will say that they buy 3 of them. this is an innocent or just guy. And my question is, how do they even make their money? Because they don't source for fundraising. How does innocent Toji make money? Because I was thinking that he's also a government agent. That is my personal feeling until we are now seeing them that the army are now going to their camp. Maybe they are trying to stage manage one or two things with innocent Toji. I don't know. But I don't trust innocent Toji. How can you have a full soldier? You don't do any fundraising, nobody fund you, and you are waxing. So that means you could be from government. Anyway, let me allow this lady to say what she wants to say.
People are being killed and nothing is being done. This is democracy. If the European Union is supporting democracy and this is happening and they are not taking action, then they don't mean well for Nigeria. However, let's take a listen to him.
About the issue of Simon Ekpa. He's in Finland. The Finnish government are giving him all the support that he's doing what he's doing. Comments he's making. People are being killed and nothing is being done. And this is democracy.
Yes, that is the end. But one thing what I want you to understand here is that he himself said it, being Musa, that people are being killed and nothing is being done. So you know that something must be done when people are being fired. Okay. So can we question you about people, the recent buying of people, and nothing has been done? We are not Mumu. I hope you understand it. Anyway, that is it, and we are going to, like I said, we are going to end the broadcast. We are going to end it, and I don't know if I can share this with us. I have not watched it, but this is a video that I saw. I feel that it's worthy of sharing, because Biafran is the first place she discovered in African map. She is talking about the first old African map of Portuguese map from what I think is the late 1500, okay, earlier 1600 of the southern coast of Africa map. That is interesting. Let's how many minutes? Okay, 2 minutes plus. Let me hear what they said here. Or let's see if there's a song. I will end it.
In fact, Biafra was the first place that I discovered on the African map. And from early 68 to 70, I was listening to every bulletin in English and in French, taking notes on what was happening, trying to find out exactly the push and return and learning names that I didn't know, like Owefi, Monisha, Umahia, and so on, until I saw it for real. After I met my husband, and I went to Igbo land in 1972. And I remember one of the first shops I had, apart from discovering the burnt down and destroyed ULM, was to see the vehicles carbonized, in Abakana. And sorry, my accent is bad. And I will never forget all these things. But people were very, very happy, I remember that. And probably happier than what they are now, sometimes. And so the war meant a lot to me. And I made it my life mission, academically, to tell about Nigeria and especially Igbo lands to the outside world. So I did it in French for a long time. Then I came here and people were saying, well, you have to write in English. So I started doing that. And the day I met Father Izani, I found it was really my brother, because he had exactly the same idea. And I was very, very happy that I could write a foreword to In Biafra, Africa Died. And as I said there, this fearless and timely piece of research that he wrote adds to the growing number of scholarly publications on what has been termed the Nigerian Civil War, with the aim of offering an informed opinion on the conflict which tore the Federation apart from the military years. In 14 well-structured chapters that you must read, and numerous appendices revealing a solid knowledge of the subject, he confronts It does not hesitate to dig up uncomfortable truth.
So this lady is one of the people that witnessed that saw our people during Biafran civil war, Biafran Nigerian genocidal war, and the map she's talking about is old map, and I have seen this map, to be honest with you. I have seen it, but people don't talk about it anymore. If you watch that map, you see Biafra written very boldly on the map of Africa. Very, very, just like, you know, when you see a map, some map now, you see how they put, you know, this Atlantic Ocean and all that. Biafra is written boldly on that ancient map. Then people they just gave birth to in 1950 something, 94 something, or 19. Some of them are 1970 something. I'm not telling you that Biafran is dead. That Biafran died long time ago. Ihoye Maya Maria. P2B, for example, many of them, what is the Biafra? People that just, children of yesterday, will be telling you that just like somebody just wake up and say that he's older than land. He's older than the land. That's when you say Nigerian, when you talk down on Biafran and talk, you know, to elevate Nigerian, you are just, what you are trying to do is to, you know, tell the whole world that you are older than the land, because Biafra is just like land. Ancient people. Ndigbo. Guys, thank you so much for your time. We are going to be live again tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you, Clemeria, Francis, and Nelson. Okay, Chi Miriam, sorry, I thought it's L, and then I can see both. Chi Miriam, Francis, Nelson. Okay, and Chris M. Thank you, guys. Massive Media, I see you, and who again? G-Dolfo, okay. My brother, God bless you for your good work to educate always people. I think that's what we also try to say. Away people in different land, and happy May. I hope you are not working today. I used to have to work. Thank you guys for your time. Please, we are going to be live again tomorrow. And Prosperians said, is it Prosper sings? Is that what your name? Whoa, this wisdom is great. And that's what your comment. I think, who again? Okay, Chris M said good night and remain blessed. Prosper, I think this is the first time of reading your comment. I've not seen your comment before. Prosper, where are you watching from? And who is this new people? G-Dolfo is, I think your G-Dolfo the same thing. G-Dolfo is new as well. And who again is new? Chris M, I have seen your comment before. I've seen your comment before. I don't know where you're watching from. Sonny, of course. Sonny is one of us. Okay, Samson Ugu. I see you as well. Okay, thank you so much, and God bless you all. See you again tomorrow. We are going to be live again. And tomorrow we are going to. Okay, he said, please, people should be sanitized about this. And I just saw this from Abuja, Nigeria. What is that? What is that you want people to see? Prosper, watching from Abuja. What did you say you just saw? You just saw this in Abuja. What is that? Is there any breaking news? What is that? Okay, you're watching from London. Chris, okay, thank you. Chris M say watching from London. G-Dolfo is watching from Abuja. So you are very close to Aso Rock. Prosper, I'm waiting for you. You are the one holding me here. What is it that you said that people should sanitize? People should be sanitized about this. And I just saw this from Abuja, Nigeria. I don't quite get it. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Bye for now. I want to close the okay. No, just got to know about this channel. Okay. Now I understand what you're saying. All right. You are doing great. Keep pushing. Thank you. Good night, all. God bless you all. God bless you.